with Sean Green. How are you doing this decent Friday morning? TJ, thank God it's Friday. I'm happy. Hey, I have the weekend off. Although some people are not because they got a work weekend. Sorry. Hey, you know what? Hey, I want to go into this, man. This thing that this DEA documents that just came out on Alex Rodriguez. Y'all remember 2014? You had that Balco doping scandal, basically. How players, black MLB players, got souped up into that, Alex Rodriguez and everything. Yo, I mean, stuff's coming out that Alex Rodriguez ratted out three players, basically the federal agents and the DEA. 3 players he ratted out on. I mean, this is just. I can't believe he did this. This is. I don't know why this is coming out. I don't know why this is coming out now, basically. But it's just shocking that all this is coming out now. And I think that Alex Rodriguez, man, I would never think of him to rat on 3 of his fellow baseball players, but he did. I mean, I remember that scandal when it came out. A lot of players was named, every player was named, and people were shocked about it. You hear his name, everybody else's name, basically come up about it. But the thing that made me mad about this situation was when it came out in 2014 was he didn't need to take steroids. He was good already. He was good. This is my personal opinion. I think he was just mad that his best friend, Derek Jeter, basically was just outshining him. That's basically, I think, what it was. Derek Jeter was just outshining him. Me personally, Alex did not need to take steroids. He didn't need to. He really didn't. I mean, just hit the gym, work out more, you good. You good, but hey, some people, man, some people just need that stick. Oh, if I take to get your boots and get that money for real. According to the DEA documents obtained, remember also the DEA documents, right? A-Rod disclosed the information during a meeting with the U.S. Department of Justice Attorneys and Drug Enforcement Administrations on January 29th, 2014. He sat down with these people. He sat down with them. I'm reading this verbatim for y'all, so y'all know I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling the exact truth here. I'm reading it for you. The meeting reportedly took place weeks after A-Rod received his 211 game suspension for violating Major League PED policy. Yeah, now remember he was suspended for 211 games. 211 games he was suspended for. Basically, he was suspended. 211 games, basically. Basically, he was suspended for. So basically, he probably did it one because he missing the funds, missing that money. Another reason for him went out basically to start chirping went out basically what he says, take the cheese. Hey, cheese. The outlet reported that Rodriguez was granted Queen for a day. This is what Queen for a day means. Those of you who don't know what Queen for a day is, basically. You're giving immunity on anything. I mean, damn, you can say anything you want, basically, and you're granted immunity. Basically, DEA, basically, the Justice Department granted him Queen for a day. He got blatant immunity, basically, to just blatant immunity to say anything he wants, basically. Blatant immunity, basically. That's basically what it means. He then reportedly gave the names of, here are 3 players he gave names of other players, including Manny Ramirez. That's supposed to be one of his best friends, Manny Ramirez. Remember, he played for the Red Sox. He wasn't even on their radar till A-Rod mentioned him. Ryan Braun. Again, he wasn't on their radar till A-Rod ratted him out. And the third player, not to be named in the DEA document, to the federal agents. I want to know who the third player is. It's not mentioned. The DEA said the DEA and federal agents said that they will not mention who that third person is. I'm dying to know who that third person is. I'm being honest with you. I want to know who is this third person. For real, for real. Who is this third person? I want to know who. I guarantee you it's probably somebody shocking, and they're just keeping it tight. And it's keeping it tight. It is keeping it, I mean, ooh. I know eventually it's going to get revealed. Eventually it may get revealed down the road. Eventually it probably will get revealed down the road. Eventually. But I want to know who the person is. But the best part is, you told on players that wasn't even on their radar that you know was doing it because you got mad because you got to 11 games suspension. You got caught basically you got caught. They didn't get caught basically, and you went and ratted them out anyway. Whatnot to save your ass. Manny Ramirez. You ratted out Manny Ramirez, who was supposed to be your friend. Your friend. I mean, damn. You ratted out Manny Ramirez, your friend, and Ryan Braun. I mean, I literally have no respect for A-Rod. Really, it really does. I really have no respect for A-Rod. None. None whatsoever, for real. None. I mean, what you did was wrong. Man up, and take your punishment like a man. Take your punishment like a man, for real. Don't sit here and cry, basically. Say you don't cry whatnot, and blame this person, this. Say, oh, I'm around you, I'm around you. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. And you wonder why this guy been so successful after he retired. Why he been so successful. And he's a co-owner of an NBA team. He's making multi-millions. I wonder, how you doing all that. I wonder how. Now you want, hey, now you see why. They see why. I mean, this is, and he got his own show on ESPN. He got his own show on ESPN too. ESPN everything. I mean, hey man, hey. He ratted. He ratted, for real. He never put to give the name. I mean, he ratted. I mean, this just messed up, man. Ramirez, who played for the Dodgers, had already served 50-game suspension in 2009 for violating league PD policy. He then received another 100-game suspension in 2011 with the Rays. Ramirez chose to retire, then served a 100-game suspension. That's Manny Ramirez. Ryan Braun, former National League MVP, was suspended in 2013 for his involvement with biogenesis. The unidentified third person had not been on DEA's radar and never received a suspension from the NFL. From Major League Baseball. Who is this third person? I'm dying to know. The league didn't touch the third person. Neither did the feds touch this third person. It had to be somebody. I guarantee you, it's probably somebody that's way up there in Major League Baseball at that time. Probably somebody that's probably a huge star that will probably shock the entire Major League Baseball. I'll probably shock the entire baseball world. Probably, I'm just guessing. Probably. It said that we'll never know who the third person is. I'm dying to know who the third person is. Most likely, at the time Bud Selig was manager, Bud Selig was commissioner of baseball at the time. I guarantee you, Bud Selig knows, but decided not to do nothing. They said why, whatnot, because of this. I guarantee you, it had to be somebody up there that's so damn good. I mean, oh my God, it had to be somebody up there. It had to be. I want to know who is this third person. I want to know for real who this third person is. I don't know. Everybody knows it's not Derek Jeter. Hell no. We all know that. That's off the rip. We know that. I want to say this person's name, but I don't want to say this person's name. But if you're thinking the way I'm thinking, it could be one person. But I'm not gonna say his name or not because I'm just speculating here. I don't want to get in trouble. I really don't want to get in trouble for real. But I mean, I have zero respect, basically whatnot for A-Rod, man, for real. Zero respect for A-Rod. Zero respect for A-Rod, man, for real. Meanwhile, there's more on this. Meanwhile, Alex Rodriguez admitted for the first time that he used PED purchased from Biogenesis. We all know that, yeah. He confessed paying roughly $12,000 per month for doping. Basically, that he did pay for it. Did that, right? Yup. Yeah. According to a report, Rodriguez paid Bosch in cash. Rodriguez also implicated his cousin. There's no shame to this dude. You ratted out your own cousin. Your flesh and blood. Your flesh and blood. You ratted out your cousin? Your own cousin you ratted out? Your own cousin. Your own cousin you ratted out. Damn. Yo, man, hey, those of you who playing for A-Rod's team, man, he co-owns, I wouldn't trust that dude. I wouldn't trust him, yo, for real. I believe he's a co-owner of, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. I want to say Minnesota Timberwolves. That's what I want to say. I believe it's Minnesota. If it is, yo, I wouldn't trust A-Rod, yo. I wouldn't trust him. I would not trust Alex Rodriguez. I wouldn't trust him. I really wouldn't trust him, for real. I'm being honest with you. I would not trust him. I'm being real here. I wouldn't trust him, dog. I wouldn't trust him, y'all. You ratted out. You ratted out Ryan Braun. You ratted out Manny Ramirez, and a third player which is not going to be named, who probably a way pot. Oh, this dude, whoever this person is probably like up there at Major League Baseball at that time, and your own flesh and blood, your own cousin, your own flesh and blood. You ratted out your blood, man. Damn. Ain't no shame to this dude. I did some stuff. I did some stuff in my past. I really did. Especially a little bit in some of my past, but it's one thing I've always taught of. Always taught. My uncles taught me this, and my grandfather taught me this. Never rat on your friends or your enemies. Never. I never did that. I never did that. Please. How many times whenever I got caught in the principal's office, I got expelled, whatever, I wouldn't rat? Hell no. You never rat on your friends or your enemies, man. Never. That's how I was brought up. That's how I was brought up, for real. That's how I was brought up. For real, also I was brought up was what goes on in the locker room stays in that locker room, for real. A-Rod, man, ain't no. I don't know how y'all can trust. I don't know how y'all can trust A-Rod, man. I don't know how y'all can trust him. I don't. I wouldn't trust him, man. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him, man. Please. It's sad. It's just sad. He's sad. It's just sad. You read it out all these. These are people, your boys, man, and you ratted them out. You ratted them out. You ratted them out. How grimy can you be, dog? You ratted them out, including your own flesh and blood, man. But hey, look, we got a return. He got a show. He's co-owner of an NBA team. He's making millions upon millions upon millions. And the people he rented out, who wonders where they at? Wonders how they doing? A-Rod, man, hey, you took the cheese. I know this, man, hey. I would never rock an A-Rod jersey. I would never, hell no. Before this, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll rock an A-Rod, yeah. Now I'm like, hell no. Hell no. Shit. I wonder, would Derek Jeter still consider A-Rod his friend after all this is coming out? I wonder if Derek Jeter would still consider him his friend. I'm basically wondering about that. I really am wondering about that, for real. I really am wondering about that. But I'll be honest with you. My thing is this, man. You do the crime, do the time, man. Don't come to time, man. This dude up and ratted on boom, 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 boom. Now he's not. I was wondering. Now you see. Now I wonder how this dude all of a sudden making all this money, you do all this good. This is why. This is why, man. Hey, I'm just. Hey, man. Hey. This to me. This is just. I'm sorry. This is shocking for real. This is just shocking for real. Hey. Despite all this, there was some actual baseball games yesterday. On those, before I go into baseball scores, all this does is put baseball in a more negative light. It really does, and it's sad, basically, that this right here is going to put more of a negative light onto baseball. It really will. It really will. Even though this stuff does need to come out, yes, I agree it does need to come out, but it's going to do more harm than good. More harm than good that this dude, A-Rod, comes out on top of all this. Basically, everybody else is suffering right now. And this dude ratted. He ratted, basically. And for him to do this, it's just, man, damn. Hey, it was a baseball game yesterday. Hey, the Red Sox beat the Yankees 5-0. 5-0 in the first game of the doubleheader. Yes! Mets beat the Diamondbacks 11-1. That's what's up. But the Red Sox lose to the Yankees in the second game, 8-5. At least we won one. You had the Pirates beat the Nationals 2-0. You had the Tigers beat the Reds 8-2. You got the Brewers beat the Marlins 4-2. You got the Rangers beat the Blue Jays 9-2. Come on, Blue Jays, man. You got to start winning them games, man. You got the Rays beat the Orioles 4-3. Come on, Orioles, man. Twins beat the White Sox 10-2. And the Giants Strikers game yesterday was postponed. Was postponed for real. Here are the standings so far right now. Basically, Baltimore is barely holding on to the AL East lead by a game. Behind them is Tampa by a game. They barely holding on. On those is Baltimore 64 the last 10 games. Tampa Bay's been 8-2 the last 10 games. Tampa's been doing good despite some injuries and despite some setbacks. We got one player most likely going to be indicted on pedophile charges, basically in the Dominican Republic. The other dude got hit and broke his wrist one night because he got hit by a pitch. Basically, despite the setbacks, Tampa's been bouncing back. I give credit to Tampa for real. I really do give credit to Tampa. I really do. But here are right on the playoff things right now. Seattle's holding on to the last wild card spot. Behind them is Toronto by a game and a half, and behind them is my Red Sox by 7.5 games. If my Red Sox could have swept the Yankees, we would have been good. Would have been golden. But hey, for real. And in the AO, San Francisco is in a 3-way tie for that last playoff spot with Arizona and Cincinnati. And behind them is Miami by a half a game. I'm telling you, it's going to be tight for that last wild card spot in NL. It's going to be very, 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 and I mean very tight for that last wild card spot. I mean, Jesus is going to be tight. Let me tell you, for real. Hey, it's Friday one night. It's Friday basically when here's the games Friday night. You got Yankees Pirates, that's at 6:35. Yankees Pirates at 6:35. I think Yes Network. Then you got Mets and Reds tonight on SNY at 7:10. Basically on Apple TV at 7:05. This should be a good one. This should be a damn good one because it's battling whatnot for the AL East lead. Rays and Orioles at 7:05 on Apple TV. This should be a good game. Finally, I can say Apple TV finally has a good baseball game, and this is one of them. This should be a damn good game on Apple TV. Trust me, you're gonna want to check it out. This this was gonna be good. This was gonna be good for real. And another game you can watch on Apple TV if you don't want to watch it. It's a it's Philly Cardinals at 8:15. But honestly, the game that's going to be tight on it's going to be good on Apple TV. Rays Orioles. Baltimore has to win. So they can just take a hold on to that AL East lead for real. For the AL East lead. Honestly, I'm not going to front. I wouldn't mind seeing Baltimore winning the AL East. I would not mind it. I would not mind it. I really wouldn't because I think they deserve it. I really do think they do deserve it. That's my personal opinion for real. Also going to be interesting. Also going to be interesting today. Basically, SmackDown. SmackDown is going to be very interesting today. Basically, whatnot because a lot of things happen with WWE, especially with the deal with Endeavor buying them out. Finally goes through. That's trying to go through. I'm dying to see the impact on that basically. Also, Nick Khan did say in the coming future there's going to be a lot of layoffs. Basically. There was going to be laying off a lot of people. I'm dying to see who's going to be getting laid off in WWE. And that Nick Khan already told some of the workers at WWE headquarters to work from home. That's scary. Told workers to work from home. That's messed up, man. You got Christmas right around the corner, Thanksgiving right around the corner, and these people worrying about whether or not they can lose their jobs. That's just wow. That's just messed up. That's messed up. That's grimy. That's messed up, man. That's scary. But hey, sometimes this happens, man. Especially with mergers. Sometimes this happens. It really does. It really does. I mean, and some of these people live and work in Stamford, Connecticut. And you know how expensive Stamford is? The average one bedroom in Stamford is $2,200. $2,200 last time I checked. And these people, it's just sucks. It's just stuck. Already so far, 2 WWE stars are leaving WWE. Ava and Jagger Reed of Schism, basically are leaving WWE. Basically, David wanted to leave earlier one night, so you can't really count it. You can't really say that basically that it's contributed basically whatnot because of the merger. They asked for release months ago, and somebody said no. But now this time the contract is up, they're saying deuces. Basically, now the contract is up, they're saying deuces now. Basically, now that the contract is up, basically. I mean, hey. I mean, this is Jesus, for real. I mean, Jesus. Also, switching gears here. Remember I told you about that guy whatnot for Rockets player who choked his girl, made sure one night and got arrested. There's more stuff coming about it right now. Yo, he fractured her neck and a vertebrae right here on her neck. He fractured it when he choked her. You don't do that. The Rockets already waived him. He's cut from the Rockets. The Rockets waived him immediately, which in a way I don't blame him. I really don't. But he's done. He is done. He choked her so hard, he fractured the next vertebrae. I mean, damn. Oh my God, you don't do that. I've always say, if you argue with your girl, walk away. Just walk away. Man, don't sit there and be like, oh, you freaking bitch, you don't do that, man. Now your whole career is done. Your career is done, man. I mean, it is just done. I mean, Jesus, man. I mean, it's sad. It's sad whatnot, but hey, and this kid's young too. This kid is very, very young. Very young for real. He is very young and his career is just done. His career is done. Also between NBA basically, the NBA owners, I guess remember I told you how they're gonna vote on the fines went up for wrestling players, with team wrestling players. That's been approved, basically. It's been approved. It's a go for this season. Basically, teams are going to now start getting fined, basically, for wrestling players. Yes, for wrestling players. They're going to get fined. I mean, some of these fines are like ridiculous, like chump change. Some of these teams, like for instance, $100,000 for the first violation, $250,000 fine result in a second violation. Each additional will cost $1 million. For real, teams are gonna look at Amsterdam and be like, "You know what, you really?" They're gonna say, "You know what, they really are." They're gonna say, "F you." They really are. These are this is chump change. I mean, you got, for instance, a person like Mark Cuban could be like, "Here's a check, get out my face," something like that. Or Dolan could be like, "You know what, here's a check, get a check, get the hell out of my face, get out of here." I'm being dead honest. Being honest, that's exactly what Dolan would do. Hell, Dolan. Hey, speaking of Dolan, he don't even pay taxes. He doesn't pay taxes on MSG. For years, he wasn't paying taxes on MSG because of the deal he got. He's currently right now fighting with the mayor of New York, also governor of New York, basically, who wants to move the Knicks, Madison Square Garden, to somewhere else in the city, whatnot, because they want to renovate that whole area. They want to renovate Penn Station, basically. Penn Station. They want to renovate Penn Station. Dolan was able to sign a 5-year extension. After that 5-year extension is up, who knows whether or not the current spot where MSG is that's going to be Knicks' home. Right now, no one knows. All I know is the mayor of New York is very adamant. He wants the Knicks to move, basically whatnot, so he can renovate, basically and upgrade Penn Station. I'm gonna be honest with you. Penn Station does need an upgrade. Yes, the hell it does. Those of you who have not been there, who've been there, I've been through there. It needs to be renovated. It really do. I'm not gonna front. It really does. But here's my thing though. Where are you gonna put the Knicks? Where? There's no room in New York to put the Knicks. Where are you gonna put them at? Where are you gonna put them? Are you gonna have them share a stadium with the Brooklyn Nets? That's the only logical place I can really think of, and I'm being honest. I'm being dead honest. Where in New York? Where in New York are you gonna put them? Where? My only thing I'm guessing is I'm guessing Dolan's hoping after this 5-year extension is up that Mayor Adams no longer mayor of New York and somebody else is. Somebody that he can more play ball with. Basically. Again, we'll see, but my thing is this. Where would you, yes, Penn Station does need to be upgraded. Yes, the hell it does. That place is a dump. It's a dump. It really is a dump. It does need to be upgraded. If you ain't been there, trust me, it needs to be upgraded. I mean, it needs to be upgraded. It really does. It really does. But I will say this though. Where would you put the Knicks? Where would you put them? Could somebody please tell me that? Where on God's green earth would you put the Knicks? Where? I mean, New York is crowded as it is now. Where for you to build another stadium for the Knicks, another Madison Square Garden for the Knicks, you're gonna have to kick off some people. And people are not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. I'll be honest with you. They're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. And I'm being dead honest. I'm being real here. They ain't gonna like that. It is not. New York is crowded as it is, man. It really is crowded as it is, for real. Also, someone forgot to bring out again. I apologize. Our CEO did get ousted because of the merger, because of the merger completed the merger with Endeavor and WWE. WWE President and CFO, Chief Financial Operating Officer Frank Riddle III will be leaving WWE per initial memo from Nick Khan. Riddle was bonused $5 million for the TKO deal. Basically, they said this. There's $5 million. Here you go. Get the out. Basically, it's $5 million. Get the out. Basically, That's basically what they said, basically. And he took the money, walked out. I ain't mad at him. Hey, I ain't mad at him. Hey, at least you walked out with $5 million. At least you walked out with $5 million for real. Honestly, again, I can't wait to watch SmackDown tonight. I want to see how it's going to be, whatnot. Since now Endeavor is finally taking over. Triple H is still going to be basically head of creativity. He's still going to be head of that. Basically, he's still there. They're going to keep him where he is. But there's going to be there's going to be talks about layoffs that is coming up. Hey, when I find out about that, I will definitely let you know. I really would. Definitely let you know, all right? Hey, thanks for listening to my podcast. Podcast available wherever you get your podcast, or Podbean, Spotify, most other podcasts, also iHeartRadio. I'm live. I'm on my Twitch account, Sean Green 8. I'm also live on my YouTube channel, The Sean Green Show. Don't get to like and subscribe for more videos. And y'all have a blessed rest of the day. Hey, don't forget to watch baseball game today. Yankees playing today. Also, the Mets at home today against the Reds. That should be decent. That should be decent. Basically, again, in case you don't want to watch those, hey, the SmackDown. I want to see how interesting SmackDown's going to be since that merger's been done. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Y'all blessed day. Thanks for listening, and also for watching me. All right, y'all have a blessed day.